So we're approaching Keelung Island, and you can see it actually has a lot of rocks formations around it. It's a volcanic island.
哦，2个鱼花，超多，
超级多，真的，这个是不是黑毛啊？
哎，船长自己跳下去，哎。
We're back in Baodaozi, my mother harbor, and we've just had the boat painted for our next expedition. We're going to explore the northern islands of Taiwan, starting with right here, Keelung Island. It's very close. It's just 3 kilometers off the coast of Baodaozi here. So we're gonna go check that out. It's a place a lot of people like to fish. And so we're gonna go try catch some fish today. I have extra support. I brought my friend David. He's waiting on the boat for me because he's an expert in catching fish. And hopefully with his help, we're gonna catch something today. You can also visit this island with a tour boat, so you don't have to take a fishing boat. That's another option. But of course, we're gonna try fish it. Before we head out, I wanted to draw your attention to something. You can see all these fishing boats coming in from the night before. They've been out catching squid with nets. And a lot of these boats aren't actually from Baodaozi Harbor, they're from Suao. But they come out here to this season to drag the nets and catch as many squids as they can. So it's really busy right now at the Coast Guard station. You gotta line up to get your spot. Take a look at them. We're in Baodaozi now, and we haven't used the boat for a while, so we're gonna go to Wanli and put it out of the water, pull it out of the water, and just clean the bottom of it, because we've got a very long and exciting trip coming for you very soon. More on that later. But a boat is not like a car. You have to maintain it very regularly, even if you don't use it. And cleaning the bottom of it is important, otherwise you don't get the speed. So let's go take it out. You can see Keelung Island in the distance. Isn't it beautiful? We're gonna go there in a few weeks. Take a look at that as well. What a beautiful sight. It's also a good place to fish around there. We're coming into Wanli Fishing Harbor. We've actually never been there with this boat. My yacht is in there because it's been under repair for almost a year. I had to do the whole engine over. So in a minute you'll see it. It's gonna make me very sad because it's still not finished yet. But that's one of the things with boats. Very expensive to fix and maintain. This season, we have something very special for you in store. We're going to go to the islands of the north of Taiwan and then gradually make our way down the Pacific on the west coast of Taiwan. Some of the most beautiful scenery of Taiwan you've ever seen. I'm getting the boat ready for the trip, getting it painted on the bottom so we move smoothly and quickly through the water. Join me for this season. It's going to be very exciting. So as I said, I brought my secret weapon along to help me catch fish. David, 基隆岛其实我的感觉是不是太好钓鱼？你的感觉怎么样？
这里就是近海鱼啦，然后基隆屿是距离我们基隆最近的小岛。那相对本岛的话，它的渔业资源稍微多一点。
那我们应该在哪里开始钓？
现在风吹这边嘛，所以我们在基隆屿的右手边开始钓。
我们要准备什么东西？今天给他们什么东西吃啊？
小只的 taco 小虾，然后先试看看有没有一些比较底栖的鱼可以来吃这样子。
Good, let's get lucky.
Good lucky.
So we're approaching Keelung Island. You can see it just out the window. This is what it looks like from the sky, from the air. And you can see it actually has a lot of rocks formations around it. It's a volcanic island and it was built by a volcano. It's about 180 meters high at the top. In the wintertime, you can actually apply to fish any of these islands. You can go there, the boat will drop you off, you take your lunch, you sit on the rock and you catch fish. The prime catch here is the haymao. So we'll see if we can catch that. The water here, if you take a look, is about 39 meters, 40 meters deep. It's not particularly deep, and we'll be paying attention to that as we get closer to the island. The other thing you got to notice here, if you look at the radar, there's a lot of ship traffic here. So the minute you fish around here, you always have to be careful because there's a lot of other boats in the area, and you need to make sure that you don't get your lines tangled, and you also need to make sure that you don't have a collision. So that's very important. We'll be watching this to make sure nothing happens. So in a few minutes, we'll put the lines down and we'll see how lucky we get today. So we're here on the backside of Keelung Island, and you can see some of the very interesting rock formations. There's a lot of caves, there's a lot of little tiny rocky outcrops as well, and you can see on top the lighthouse that was built in 1980 to guide people into Keelung Harbor. As might be obvious, Keelung Island is uninhabited and was actually closed to the public because it was a military area until 2001, and then it was closed again in 2014 due to a typhoon. Keelung Island is the beginning of our trip to the northern islands. The other three islands are quite a bit further north. They are Mianhua Island or Cotton Island, Huaping Island or Flower Pot Island, and Pingjia Island. So starting with Keelung Island, and then we'll head out to the other three in the next few weeks. For now, we're just gonna take a quick look around the island and then we're gonna drop the lines. It's beautiful to go along the coast here of Keelung Island here. You can see its volcanic origins and you can see how quickly these peaks rise out of the ocean. Right here next to this rock, it's already 40 meters deep. So this just jets out there. And behind there is the main Keelung Island, which is also just a fantastic sight. David, 这里看起来要鱼了，是不是？
对，这是鱼花，鱼的躲在下面。
对。
哎呦，哦，这里有小小的圣诞树。
对。So you can see here on the fish finder that there's actually quite a few fish here. These Christmas tree-like structures are actually fish down on the reef. So this is definitely a spot that we can come back to once we're finished going around the island. Might get lucky here. Wow, a lot of action here. So you just saw that I got close to the harbor, but I didn't actually go in because you need permission to go into the harbor. We've almost completed our trip around the island, and I think we've scoped out the place we want to fish. That's the next most important thing we're going to do is drop the lines. Let's go.
中鱼哦，有阿姨中鱼啊，嘿，细 K 啊，小只的。
Small fish, first catch of the day. Chiquilla, too small to keep. Oop, gone. Tuna. 这个是不是黑毛啊？
那不是
鸵鸟啊，
小石斑。
Small 石斑, a small 石斑, also very small. So you can see going back into the ocean.
哎嘿，大黑猫，对，它长到最大就长这样。哎，又是小黑猫。哈哈哈哈！
黑猫的这边是黑猫乐园就对了。
黑猫俱乐部啦。好啊，要换位置好啊。
So we've been fishing for a couple hours now. Nothing big, as I thought. The fish here are all really, really small.
哇！哦，两个鱼花，
多很多，要快，
很多，超多，
超级多。
哎，哦，有咯，有咯。
哦，这是什么？这个我还没有钓到。
高木收就是做鱼松的 dog mother shoe。
高木说 dog mother shoe. I guess you could translate it. I've never seen this before. It's again very small, so he's going back in.
哇，大条的。
So this time I caught a parrotfish. Beautiful. Look at this fish. So colorful. Fantastic. It wasn't a big. Oh, very slippery though. I think I'm gonna let him go.
我看到我们桶子里啊。
不吃太小了吧？你每一个东西，我们这样子，下次没有东西吃，你太恐怖了。
我没有要吃，
他没有吃，他只是解放一下。Gone. All right, another very small fish here from Keelung Island. You can see behind me the stairs going up there. That's the trip you actually take when you arrive on the island. And they limit the number of people going up to the island just to 1,200 people a day. You got to get your name in early if you want to take the tour boats because they control it quite carefully. I'm going to let our little friend here go. This is not the real season for fishing. If you come here in the fall and in the autumn, there's a lot more fishing going on. But right now, there are still a number of boats out. I think everyone's trying to catch a little bit, but it's not the high season for haymao and some of the other fish that you see around here. I got to move the boat because we're coming up to the reef. It's getting very shallow. There is a long reef that goes out here, and if you run aground on that, it's big trouble. So in this part of Taiwan, here by the Keelung Island, you have the current that comes up the inside of Taiwan along the Taiwan Strait, the black current, or Kirosho as it's called, as well as the current that comes up on the western side, the Pacific side of the ocean. And because of that, you have a lot of fish that come here. But it also means you have a lot of strong currents, which you can see in the water here. You can see those kind of flat spots. That's all currents from the ocean. And that's why this area is good to fish, at least traditionally. As we proved today, right now the fish are pretty small. Oh, much better.
哎，船长自己跳下去，哎，
很舒服啊，要不要进去啊 ？If you can't fish, at least you can swim. 进来，进来。
钓鱼钓到跳海。
对啊，
很正常。
So David， 我要谢谢你。
哎，
今天算成功，虽是没有东西吃，
这么大只的鱼。
对，这么大只，不够好玩呢。
因为这里是基隆屿啊，离岸比较近，然后这边的鱼体都会稍微小一点的，那所以说我们才会去绿岛啊、去澎湖啊、去远一点的地方钓，因为近海的鱼大部分都是比较小的。那来这里的话，就不要奢求说你要钓很大的鱼，小小的鱼，然后玩水还不错。
David， 谢谢你，每一次都教我那么多。
小事。
好，
好啊。
See you next time.
Next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time too.
Yeah.